Hi guys, good morning. It's Monday morning and I want to teach you how to make lilacs today. So I'm making this huge platter that is full of roses and lilacs and roses, I have a ton of molds for that. You can buy them online, you can cast them from toys, you can, all sorts of things. But lilacs, for whatever reason, it just seems like there isn't any molds available. Now I sculpt from scratch quite a bit. But I wanted to show you this because I'm actually going to make a mold today because I'm making a full platter full of lilacs, and if I do that by hand, the platter will be $3,000 by the time I'm done, which is not fair to ask. So I am going to show you how I make a lilac original, and I cast a mold, and then from that mold I can make the platter fairly quickly. Now by fairly quickly I still mean a few days, but certainly not a month. So it's actually really simple. I don't know why there's like no lilac molds online. I don't think. I don't know why. It's really simple. So all you have to do for your individual flowers is you just take a little like droplet of clay. I make it into like a tear shape just so I can hold the end of it. That's all. And then I take my knife, which I already lost, and I score it this way, and that way lilac flowers have 4 petals, okay? And then I'm gonna squish the petals back, and I'm gonna pinch them like this so they're a little bit less square. It's not a big deal if they are, it just looks a little funny. And then I'm gonna take this wooden little tool here, and the nice thing about it is that because it's wood, it has a little bit of striations on it. So I'm gonna stick it right in the middle, and I'm gonna roll the petal on my finger, like trying to show you while still trying to see myself. Here we go. All right. And because it was wooden, it will actually leave a little bit of like a petal texture on the petals. Okay? And so all I do then is I take a whole bunch of these and I stick them right on my desk. And by the way, for a bud, all you do is make a little droplet and then score it lightly, again in that like quarter pattern. Just like this, just like a light scoring, and you just tuck it under the flower like so. And then you keep on making these flowers and you just build yourself a cluster, okay? And then what you do is you're gonna end up with a cluster like this, okay? A whole bunch of them. And then you just I use silicone putty, you know me, I don't like the mess. You can use liquid silicone, everybody else does, but I hate the mess. So half and half, right? 2 little balls, a ball of yellow, a ball of white, equal sizes. Mush them together really well. Press it over it. I really spend the first like good 20 seconds like really pressing it in there. When you line up your flowers, try not to make them so that the gaps between them are too great, because then you're gonna have a big undercutting and the silicone is gonna get in there and it's gonna be a little bit hard to get out. Also, it will be hard to get your clay out of that mold later. So try to have the flowers like overlapping and touching each other when you make your original. So then you take your silicone putty and you press it in there really good and you leave it for 20 minutes. And then you peel it off and it's gonna look like this. These are the backs of your flowers, okay? And so you just pull out the flowers. I don't fire it, this is like raw clay. And you have a mold. And then what you do is you dust it off with a little cornstarch. Always do that. And when you press your clay into it, you're going to get a lilac cluster. So the only step that really takes a long time is making those flowers originally, but I mean, it's gonna take you like about maybe 25 minutes at the most. I think it took me maybe 15 to make that original cluster. Really wasn't that big of a deal, okay? So you press it in, you pop it out, you have lilacs. Now I do like to add detail after I pop my castings out of the mold. It's just my OCDs. So I will take a tool like this and I will press in the middles. It just looks better to me. And yes, I do it for every single flower. I think, I mean, you don't have to do this, but this is just me, my obsession with detail. But if you do that, look. See how nice it looks? Bunch of lilacs. And of course you can add leaves and you can add like more buds and you can add, you know, butterfly or whatever to it. This is the benefit of making your own molds, is that you can actually make whatever you want and you don't have to rely on somebody else's imagination. So I so far have 2 lilac cluster molds and I will probably make like 4 or 5 more so that I have a variety on the plate. And like I said, it's easy peasy, it really didn't take me a long time, and as long as you know how to make one flower, you can make all of them. I hope this was helpful and I'm back to work. I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic week. Bye bye.